Definitely way more consistent than I was last year. Last year, obviously, a little bit of an up and down year personally, but, Coach Els, Coach Gibson, Kenny Spencer, Cogs, we drilled a lot this spring and through the summer. When we were here in June, we'd come get some extra work. Because what makes my position important is consistency, being able to repeat my drop, steps, location, everything every time. So, yeah, consistently this year has been, I feel like I can do better, but so far I'm at least happy where I am. So 2018, I was young, just came into a program, I was new. A lot of growth since 2018, personally. Growth, learning to take constructive criticism, taking coaching, growth in the weight room, grown, I've gotten stronger. 2019, Jake came back, Jack Bomeister was on the roster, and then Tyler was still punting and kicking as well. We didn't have the numbers, and I knew that. They were. It's a business. It is what it is, and there's never anything wrong with that by any means. But Coach D and Coach Trussell and Coach Staten, they said, we appreciate everything you've done, and you'll do more, but just trust yourself. And that's what I did. I kept lifting. I continued to try and get stronger. I would kick over at the Munn field, kind of over there. And then I was brought back just before Coach D'Antonio had retired. And then I went through, and then COVID happened. And then just worked out a lot again during COVID, try and become as consistent as I could. Spring, summer comes around, then we kind of come in, go home, and then, or not go home, but our camp's canceled. And then just time to take what I did during the summer and just continue it through the year. Felt I did an all right job, again, below what I wanted, but, and then coming into this year, I set some goals, I wanted to turn over every ball, like just small things, achievable goals, but then once I achieved that one, I set another one. So I've done a good job, now I just want to keep going and going and going. So I actually saw her on the Friday when we arrived at the hotel. Cogs and I had shown up to the hotel, and she was leaving. She stops her car, comes out, and says hello. And it's a special night when you get to honor one of the greatest to ever do it, no matter where they go. Mike, he's a legend here. I had the opportunity of him coaching me back when I was a senior, I believe, in high school, or junior, going to be a senior. Unfortunately, I was at the camp that the whole passing, everything had happened. So, it was, Miss Sadler is such a strong lady. Cogs and I, and then Ryan Armour, we had gone and helped out at the Coles camp, so we got to see her again. And a few years ago, we got these wristbands. He actually stood in this very spot, did his senior speech, and he always said, the prize is in the journey. I've tried to live that. Throughout my whole experience, it's been an up and down journey, but those trials, tribulations, whatever it is, it makes you become the person you want to be. So, when I saw her on the sideline, went up, gave her a hug. She whispered in my ear, "Mike's with you." I said, "I know, we got this." And yeah, every time I went out there, I always felt like I had a little bit of piece of him with me. So it was cool. And I had the opportunity to meet Sam as well. Sam was an amazing person. He gave one of the best speeches that I've ever heard at that camp. And, his motto was stay humble, work hard, and dream big. So two amazing people. And to have the night that I had on that night with them was special for me and for them as well. Oh, yeah. So, there's nowhere else to put it. I always think about it. So, yeah, it was cool. That's why I never take the bracelet off. So, yeah. Yeah, for the most part. just knowing that I can do what I've been able to do, and there's always a plan. You know, it might not be the plan that you want at that moment, but it can always work out in the end. So, you know, I was very thankful to be brought back on, and I've just tried to make the most of that opportunity. It was never a guarantee that I'd be back. You know, it is what it is. It's some things. But I just tried to stay ready as I could. You know, kind of going back to the whole 2018 thing. You know, just trying to stay ready. So that's just what I did, and thankfully paid off. It meant a lot. You know, it's my job is to try and help our team as much as I can. I mean, Hank's been great. Pepper. I mean, for a freshman to come in and snap the way he has, he's done phenomenal. But you know, my coverage unit. I mean, they block for me. They give me the pocket that I need to get the ball off, and I mean, they cover great. Harold had a great tackle. They make my job pretty easy, thankfully. And then, I mean, personally, it was one of my best games, yes, hands down. But I just got to keep it going. I just got to continue it and not let that kind of, you know, eat away, if that makes sense. I'd say consistency was definitely this spring. I had a pretty good spring ball, and in through the summer. Like I said, Coach Elves, Dahlman, and Kenny, and even Cogs, Cogs would come out and he'd snap me balls, and I'd just practice, you know, work my directional stuff, try to be as consistent as possible. Like, it's great when I can hit that A ball, the high spiral and everything, but what really I'm trying to do is eliminate those C, D, those F balls, the bad balls. So, you know, they've done a really, really big job. They're trying to just keep me level-headed, and I can't thank them enough. I mean, mentally, they're allowing me to stay in the moment. You know, if I hit a bad one, they're right in, hey, you'll have another opportunity. So, like I said, since then, I mean, I've matured a lot. It's like going out there, I mean, it's two different people in my mind. But yeah, I always knew it was possible.
All right, thanks, Bryce.
Yep.